So after the stretches, you're going to move into 3 rounds of what are called pause squats. You're going to load up 30% of your 1RM for back squat. We found 1RMs last week, so you should have a pretty recent number. You're going to step onto the bar. Oh, actually, let me say this. Also, you're going to need a 2x4 or a 2x6. You can even use like a metal 25-pound plate will work as well if you set one under each heel, or a rubber 10-pound plate. Those are going to be about right if you don't have a 2x4 or 2x6. It's important though that you have, you want about 2 inches of rise. Obviously a 2x4 isn't really 2 inches, it's about 1 3/4. You want about 1 3/4 of rise, okay? Because what we're going to change is the rise on this. That's how we're going to progress this. So I'm going to come under the bar in a back squat, nice good position. Now what I want you to notice first of all is how my feet are straight ahead. Okay, they're not pointed out. They're just straight ahead, right under my hips, essentially the same width as what I had on my overhead squat. And then watch or look where my heels are positioned on the board. So I don't have my arch up, just I can put all the weight, or the board is crossing where I'm going to put all the weight on my heels. Okay? So I've got my heels nice and elevated, feet straight ahead. I've got my hands close together, which brings my shoulder blades together, gets my T-spine engaged here on the squat. One thing you want to avoid as you squat down is this craning the neck right here. You want to keep your head nice and neutral. So I'm just going to squat down here, head nice and neutral. I'm going to stick in this bottom position here for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, without any sort of bounce, I'm going to come right back up. Now, in terms of the bottom position, what are you feeling for? Couple things. You're feeling your knees come out, making room for your hips to drop down. As your heels, or as your knees press out, you're going to want to pull your butt in towards your heels and get your chest straight up while keeping your weight back on your heels. So this is not a relaxed position. You're going to be knees out, butt towards your heels, back as vertical as you can get. And then come up. In doing so, we're going to get all those stabilizer muscles turned on, back muscles getting you as vertical as you can, forcing you into a good position. You're going to hold that for 5 seconds and then come up without any sort of bounce. Just concentric strength bringing you up. It's a lightweight, 30%. So you're not going to have a hard time coming up with it or going down with it, but this is still enough weight to force you or to have you struggle a little bit with maintaining a good position in the bottom. A couple of things that you want to avoid, just like in the overhead squat, you don't want to come down here and just kind of turn everything off and end up like this. If you come around to the front, you'll see that, you'll see that if I kind of let everything go, my hips are going to turn off, and so my knees are going to cave in. I'm going to feel my ankles turn in. See how my foot position changes there? So if I turn my hips off, my knees are going to come in, my ankles are going to come in, and if I turn my back off, then my chest is going to fall. I want you to keep your chest up, pointed to the wall in front of you, head nice and neutral. One thing that I see quite a bit with back squats is this right here, with male athletes especially. They'll have their hands just right here, wrists flexed way back or extended way back, just like this, okay? They'll be out wide, and then as they come down, they get into this position right here, into this really broken position. I want you to move your hands out if you need so that you can get a grip on the bar, and then keep your head neutral rather than craning it way back. Okay, get into a much better position there in the back squat. So those are the major elements that we're going to be working on today, or on this first part of the mobility cycle. As we go through, obviously we'll be able to work more things in as you get used to kind of working through all these different elements. So that's the beginning of the mobility cycle.